There's always something that happens inevitably when I'm watching commercials, specifically for stuff that I'm not interested in and I'm never going to buy, which is probably 90% of the stuff that I see on TV and on pre-roll ads on the internet. I imagine worst case scenarios happening in the middle of the commercials, and that's the only way that I can get through these things. I also imagine situations that don't make sense happening right in the middle of the commercial to sort of just flip it on its axis and just ruin the whole concept entirely. I'll give you an example. You watch a car commercial and there's a family in it, and you just imagine them like screaming and fighting with each other, and it goes like Subaru or something like that. Or one of those Jared wedding ring commercials where, let's say, the woman is just crying the whole time and there's no man there, and she bought the ring for herself because she's miserable. Or a deodorant commercial that just takes place in an abandoned desert or in a post-apocalyptic world where everyone's dead and there's just skeletons and bones everywhere, and there's just a little used speed stick in the corner. These images are against typical ones of what we've been taught, namely that products that are being advertised will make you smarter, faster, stronger, or will give you more chances to have sex, when we all know that's bullshit. At least that's my opinion whenever I watch Axe commercials. I know I'm not going to get girls from watching it, so my only way of watching it and sort of pushing through is by imagining that the exact opposite happens. As much as I hate commercials and advertisements, I'm fascinated by the concept of what they're trying to do, though, how they do it, and what works. But I'm equally fascinated about what will absolutely not work and why. This week, I dig a Twitter account called Nihilist Arby. I came across this, I'd say a few months ago, and it just has... Whoever's writing this is just putting in the most brilliant, cutting observations on the nature of existence and philosophy, specifically the nihilist school of thought, tied in with Arby's to make it all funny. So... you get the feeling that, whenever I'm reading these tweets, I get the feeling that it's a depressed person writing these, in whatever crazy universe this is, who's being forced to write these ads. And it's really fun to think about the context of this account. Like, what sort of world are they living in where they're allowed to sort of advertise these meats and products by just insulting you and saying that everything doesn't matter at all? It sort of tickles this part of my mind that it is super dark, but it's also somehow more real to me than anything that I see on TV most times. I'll just read three random tweets I got from this account that I just found really funny. You think you've got problems? Pfft, you do. Love is an illusion, and the brutal persistence of time will destroy you. Arby's. Die full. Tonight, as you cry your way through your regrettable one-night stand, remember that tomorrow at Arby's, no one will care what you've done. My life, an illusion. My job, a distraction from inevitable doom. My car, Honda, mid-90s. My God, death. My universe, a void. My meats, Arby's. What's crazy about this account is that my interest has increased probably 50-fold in Arby's as an institution. And I've only eaten there once. So this leads to my next point that I dig this account, which is because it calls back to the fact that I am reachable by ads. I can be bought, and it goes to show that I'm marketable, and the things that will get me to buy something are probably something that would alienate a lot of people. So if these were real Arby's ads, I would probably eat there a lot more than I do now, which is, I mean, ever since the existence of this account, I'm 95% more likely to go there if I have a choice between that and McDonald's or something like that. Maybe I'll just go in there and just try it. I'm advertising Arby's right now by talking about this. All of you who are listening see, I'm part of the machine. I mean, it's brilliant that you get ads selling family and fake happiness and being a baller because you put out Axe body spray on. You can sell to people through despair and humor as well. Maybe this makes me realize how not unique I am, and how much I'm just like everyone else, and how that just might not mean anything to be sold to. What does that mean to even own something and to have money? And how this channel, Dom Sketchcast, won't even be here 400 years from now. And how you won't even be here. And, oh, my order's ready. I put a link to this Twitter account in the show notes below. Subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching, and enjoy eating Arby's, I guess.